from several quarters, but the most pro-Guinean centered on money, since implementation of the project requires millions of dollars.
Funding issue, you talk about the 10%. I have a little bit of a concern there. Government may not easily say, I'll give you 10% for this to do it. The 10% may be sufficient, it may not be sufficient. What I think is important is identify your projects, give them a cost, the government knows they should be sponsored.
Pura Senior Spectrum Manager Rodi Rena said, the tax at hand is huge, but added a gamut of benefits are waiting to be unlocked once the project is successfully implemented.
With the present situation, for example, GRTS has one channel, and that one channel they can only show one program at a time. With the digital TV, with this same one channel, which is 8 megahertz, with the same bandwidth, GRTS can show up to 10 different programs, which can be tuned by different people at the same time. Yeah. So those are the benefits that one will gain, and there would also be interactive. That is, you can sit in your house and you can select which program you want to watch, which program you want to store.
Reina also said since the Gambia is entirely flat, the transition will be more cost-effective. Dembo Ibrahim Sankare, Principal ICT Officer Moisi, and Sheikh Idris Abahum, Senior Manager Television Engineer GRTS, said the interface provided an opportune moment for participants to interact, share ideas and learn from the Rwanda experience in the digital migration process. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Information and Communication Infrastructure, said the forum is timely.
We will ensure that we take it up as a challenge so that at least the Gambia will be prominent in this field of ours, which is IT. We do not want to be left behind. We will do everything we can. We will do it, and for sure we'll succeed at the end of the day.
This forum and others in the pipeline are meant to ensure a smooth transition to the digital broadcasting period. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
NCC, a new peanut company established in the Gambia by Gerhard Dreyer, a South African businessman, recently delivered 18 tons of groundnut seeds to farmers in Kiangifarong and surrounding communities. The peanuts were imported from Guinea-Bissau after their identification by experts by virtue of their viability and resilience. Fatou Jassy reports development coincided with the arrival of 1,030 bags of fertilizer and another 18 tons of quality groundnut seeds from South Africa, earmarked for farmers in Kuntaya, North Bank region.
Farmers in Jifarong, a settlement in Kiang, Lower River region, recently celebrated a development which, if replicated year after year, would earn them the opportunity to maximally realize the worth of their toil during farming seasons. Gerhard Dreyer, a South African prominent peanut businessman, also the proprietor of this new groundnut company in the Gambia, delivered 18 tons of groundnut seeds to farmers in the community and the surroundings to be paid not only after harvest but at a reasonable price with zero interest. The peanut was imported from Guinea-Bissau after being studied and identified by experts as that of high quality and resistant variety.
We wanted to encourage the farmers to plant more groundnuts for us and to support them in every way, even to give them the input seeds and the fertilizers, and to give them the surety that we will buy from them again. It's our first project today in this village. We can assure you it will not be the last one. We will do it much bigger than next year.
These nuts are the Philippine pink type, which is the brucus we locally call it. We got this one from Guinea-Bissau. As you know, due to the crop failure, there was seed shortage in the Gambia. So we had to send 2 sourcing officers to Guinea-Bissau to actually look for these nuts. They went on a fact-finding mission. They brought some samples which we took to Nari to test them for aflatoxin. And when we got some good levels and we are so they are good, they make good seeds. That's the time we actually acquired this 18 tons from Guinea-Bissau.
The new nut company, according to the CEO, is here to stay. For these reasons, empowering farmers is key, for without them there is no business. This single activity is therefore the beginning of the mutual beneficial relationship between the farmers and the officials of the peanut company.
What we intend to do is to sort of be with the farmers, not to give them the seed nuts. We go and wait until the harvest time. But what we've also talked to the Department of Agriculture to help us with their extension workers so that we'll be monitoring them and seeking from them what help they need, and to be proactive in that instance to help them as and when they require it.
Since Dre and his Gambian counterparts are new in groundnut business in the Gambia, collaborating with Ministry of Agriculture and ASPA, a body responsible for the groundnut industry, was a wise decision. This event coincided with the arrival of another container from South Africa carrying another 18 tons of quality groundnut seeds for farmers in Kuntaya village in North Bank region, to be distributed in a similar manner. A total number of 1,030 bags of fertilizer are already in town to distribute to the same communities. Registrations for farming inputs is on high gear. No farmer wants to miss the rare opportunity. But what is more fascinating about the new nut company is that aside from empowering the farmers, the company intends to buy their produce at a premium price. And also, if the business goes well, come next farming seasons, these farmers and other potential beneficiaries across the country, according to the CEO, will be provided with tractors, harrowers and other farm implements to boost their production as well as business. For GRTS News, I am Fatou Jassi.
The Special Criminal Court has granted bail to the former Commissioner General of Gambia Revenue Authority, Bakary Sanyang, in the form of a $20 million bail bond. Sanyang was granted bail alongside Louis Gillen, who was facing charges of economic crimes, as well as another GRA official, Musikeba Kaur and Mamour Diouf, who were yet to be granted bail. This is the second attempt by defense counsel by the contest to secure bail for the accused at the High Court. The bail conditions stipulate that the accused person should present 5 Gambian authorities with landed property in the Greater Banjul area. Justice Nkia, who ordered the travel documents of the accused persons be surrendered, also instructed the former GRA boss to report to Birkama police station on 3 working days, that is Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Viewers may recall that the 4 GRA officials were charged with economic crimes as well as other counts, alongside 10 others who have since been granted bail by the Banjul Magistrates Court. The visiting director of Qatar-based Munazamat al-Dawa al-Islamiyya has continued his tour of Islamic centers and some of the agency's intervention sites in the country. The official today met with officials of the Supreme Islamic Council in Kanifing. Modu Jallo reports.
After a busy few days in the country, the director of Munazamat al-Dawa al-Islamiyya, Sheikh Hamad Abdel Qadir El-Sheikh Muhammad Noor, met with officials of the Supreme Islamic Council in Kanifing. The vice president of the council, Imam Sharif Bajan, expressed appreciation of the role Munazamat al-Dawa al-Islamiyya is playing in enhancing the development of Islam in the country. Sheikh Hamad Abdel Qadir El-Sheikh said his agency will continue to render support to the council as part of their overall endeavor to extend help to the Muslims the world over. From the Supreme Islamic Council, the Sheikh and delegation proceeded to Sheikh Hamdan Senior Secondary School for Girls in Yunum, a project being built by Munazamat. Sheikh Hamad Abdel Qadir El-Sheikh emphasized the need for increased Islamic education among the women folk.
We believe that this institution has a long way to go in changing the lives of many, which is the right direction at which we are going.
تساهم المنظمة معهم جنبا إلى جنب دعما.
Munazamat Dawa al-Islamiyya is hereby complementing the goals set by the government of this country, especially in the personality of His Excellency the President, Professor Yahya Ejeji Jammeh, and the Vice President, Madam Aissatou Jai Sedi. We are hereby in collaboration working together with them to complement the goals set by the government.
The Qatari-based Islamic agency has diverse interventions in the Gambia. Mandinari village, where he visited, hosts one of the schools Munazamat supports. After listening and recognizing the needs of the villagers, the director pledged to build a health center with the installation of solar energy for the people of Mandinari. In Brikama, different women groups gathered to meet the director. The director promised to give these women $2,500 for support in their different fields of engagement. The officer's last port of call was Sinchu Alaji Islamic Memorization Boarding School. There, the director of the relief agency was accorded a fitting welcome by the students. After meeting with the